to put ourselves in a 2-0 hole in the first place. And, once we have the momentum like that, we kind of just want to be able to win that game. It's just a little frustrating and sucks, but it's the way it is.
Do you think you deserve a better bounce in the first period? It seemed like you guys had the chances to get the goals.
Yeah, I thought, their goalie played well. We had a couple posts and had good looks and kind of was just off in the first and second. And then, it was a big goal by Gabe. We knew they were going to be, after the first and early in the second, we knew it was going to be a greasy 1 or 2 that was, what it was going to take to beat him. But then, 2 greasy goals. He played good and a little unlucky, but I thought the effort was there, and we battled really hard to the end. So
when you saw the puck deflect up Josh's stick and hit him in the face, and then him leave, how serious was your level of concern?
Yeah, it's worse, and obviously that's a scary incident. It's a hard shot, and it ramps right up the stick and hits him in the face. And by his reaction, I was kind of skating behind him at the time, and I just saw his glove and helmet and everything kind of fly off, and so it didn't look good. Luckily, it could have been worse, so luckily it's just, some stitches and he's a little bit of pain, but, kudos to him for coming back and, trying to battle the rest of the way. And, it was scary. I hate to see that, anyone happen. So I'm just grateful that he's all right.
Must be, I guess, sense of relief magnified the fact it came with the half shield, that it wasn't a full cage or something, right?
Yeah, luckily, it could have been, like I said, it could have been a lot worse. There's a lot of, because, scary things can happen when the puck's traveling that fast and, it hits a guy in the jaw or the face and you don't really know where it hits him, and you see that reaction, you kind of just your stomach sinks a little bit and you feel, just praying that he's okay. And, luckily, I think he's in some pain and some stitches, but, I think all things considered, he'll be, I was pretty fortunate that, that was it.
On your goal,
Last one, guys.
was the cut into the middle and out sort of a plan B cut on your part, or was it just reading the rebound?
Yeah, I was just trying to, I saw Vladdy pop and was just trying to get as many guys to the net. And, it seems like the last little bit, the puck was bouncing the other way if I went to the net. So I just, just kind of trying to stay with it. And, luckily the, great shot there by Vladdy and some net presence and hits off his pad and comes right to me. I mean, that's what it was going to take to, just a kind of a fluky bounce and guys at the net. And that was kind of our game plan, was just create scrambles and get numbers to the net. And it came right on my stick, so I was happy about that.
The second one. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a fine line. It definitely, him grabbing it and moving it changed what I was going to do. If he would have just dropped it right when he had it, I would have poked it right off the stick. That's what I was getting prepared for. And then when he threw it forward, it kind of threw me for a loop and made me kind of freeze and change what I wanted to do. And then he gets a lucky bounce because it bounced off the ice and just nicked the top of his stick. So for me, you hate to see that go in, and not really much you can do about it, but it did.
Connor, what was your reaction when you saw what happened to Josh right in front of you in your own zone?
Oh, yeah, you hate to see that. You never want to see that, especially a guy like that. He plays a lot of minutes and is a huge part of this team, so I hate to see that.
Thank you.
Of that second goal by the Canadiens there?
I was kind of more or less going by what I was watching the linesmen go into the scrum and they were giving it the hand puck motion, so they didn't see it that way.
What did you see from your group and your team's ability to get the game to overtime? Kind of chip away?
Yeah, listen, that first period wasn't much room out there for either team. It was fast paced. It was a good period. Second period, it obviously comes down to specialty teams. We lost. It's another game that specialty team we lost, and that's what cost us that extra point.
From a coaching perspective, when you see Josh take that puck in the face, I mean, what's that like? And do you know how many stitches he might have got?
No, I don't know how many stitches. I just looked at it. It's going to be pretty swollen tomorrow. Pretty good chance he's going to have a good shiner tomorrow. So I'd give him full marks for coming back. He's a tremendous competitor. It opened him up, and I don't know how many stitches are there.
When we see the power play sort of begin to look more standstill, what are they not seeing, or what is that you're looking for that's not yet?
You just said it. Standing still, hanging on the puck way too long. It's not moving. Same thing we've been fighting with all year. I mean, we're going to have to revamp both. I mean, it's another game where the specialty teams, they score 2 power play goals, the 4-on-3, okay, but the 5-on-5 play is very, very good. The team play is very, very good. There's too many games, I can count 5 or 6 games where we lost the game based on specialty teams.
Every team has sort of a different amount of motion they aim for off the puck. How much more are you hoping for from these guys, or is it a whole new thing?
The what, sorry?
Like on the power play, every team seems to have a different amount of movement off the puck, like where you go, where you rotate, all that sort of stuff. How far from what you want are you seeing?
Well, we're not generating much, so you're going to have to look at how we structure the power play, too. We're not getting any shots. We're not getting retrievals when there's a loose puck, so it's like one and done even when we shoot it. So we got to look at that too.
What will that mean for Cole to, it's only 7 games, but I mean for him to go to the blue paint to get one?
Yeah. And that's where Gabe scored. I mean, again, when you're playing in those games, it's a greasy goal you're going to get, and you got to get to the net. And our D, they've got to get pucks down there. They do, and they get so frustrated when they're shooting pucks into the high guy. You got to get it by the high guy, and there's a perfect example of what happens when you get it down to the net, and you got to be there. Same as Gabe's goal. We work them low, take it to the net. Everybody's sagging. They blocked 26 shots or something tonight, so that's on us too. Thanks.
Kyle Connor takes a look, hands it off to Scheifele, and gives it to Morrissey. Morrissey's pass in front, tipped home.